What's a random life hack you swear by, even if no one believes it works? Talk to yourself. It can help you develop your ideas and process emotional things, and also will help you remember how you got to this point in life and why you're like this now. My granddad used to do this. He told me, "You've got to talk to someone intelligent at least once in a while." Programmers use the rubber ducky technique. You have a rubber ducky on your desk. When you hit a problem that you are struggling with, you are supposed to explain it, and then talk it out with the rubber ducky. 9 times out of 10, you end up understanding the problem better and finding a solution. I do this alone in the car when I am mad. I get it all out and even cry. It's so cathartic, and I reach whatever conclusion I need to during that time. Always write down momentarily good ideas. Don't lean on your memory. I'm a filmmaker, and I write all my ideas on post-it notes and stick them to my wall. My problem is I'll end up with notes of ideas I had that make no sense. Here's one from my notes. Don't steal my idea. Parallel microwave race to not burn it. Emotional overheated. I have no idea what it was meant to be. One of my notes says an app that turns people gay if they get shot. Spend an hour finding something in your house. When you are done with it, put it in the first place you looked. I can't keep all my tools in the bathroom. Microwave twice as long at 1 to the power and get a much better and even heated result. It's still massively faster than heating up a pan on the stove. And don't put the plate in the middle. Put it off to one side and let the turntable do its job. No more cold centers. You can also distribute the food in a donut shape on the plate to help. Looking away from the loading screen and saying that you don't care how much time it takes makes it load faster. Trust me. A watched pot never boils. Store baked bean cans upside down to make it easier to pour them out without scraping the bottom when you open them. It also keeps the dust off the top of the can so it doesn't get into the product when you open it. Here's a life hack for you. Wipe the top of the can anyways. Shit's gross and you never know what it touched at the warehouse. Since I saw a comparison with cans of soda and how much dirt and bacteria there is on, I'll always wipe and brush my cans before drinking from them. This comment reminds me of the time I scared a regular away at my old job. Every day he would come in to get a bottle of pop, but he wouldn't let us touch it to skin it. Well, I said to him one day, "I don't want to freak you out, man, but you know us and the Pepsi reps have to touch them to put them in the cooler, right? Like they don't just magically appear in the cooler." Never saw him again. Being kind to others will actually improve your own life significantly. I was nice to a guy in high school that I didn't know super well. I didn't go out of my way or anything, just general pleasantries. 18 years later I applied for a job promotion and he was one of the people on the hiring board. I got the job and the committee told me that his recommendation was the tiebreaker that made them choose me over another similar candidate. So high school being nice to people led to late 30s getting a huge promotion. Slow down to speed up. Slow is accurate, and accurate is fast. Rushing through everything causes stress, anxiety, mistakes, and costs money. If you're nice to retail and hospitality workers, you get better service and/or free stuff. Also works with other jobs too. My wife and I went away for a night for her birthday last year. I had ordered flowers to be delivered to our room for when we arrived. Through a couple of miscommunications on the hotel's end, the flowers wound up not being delivered to the room. I went down and chatted with the manager to ask about where they were. He was super apologetic. Mistakes happen, I get it. I told him not to sweat it at all. The important thing was they were found and would get there. When the flowers got delivered about an hour later, they came with a bottle of pretty nice champagne, chocolates, a voucher for a free meal at the hotel's restaurant, and a note wishing my wife a happy birthday and apologizing for the inconvenience. And all it took was not freaking out on some underpaid worker and recognizing that not every minor inconvenience is a direct result of someone trying to spite you. Thank them when you check out. If you can remember names, mention the person who helped you. It matters. My friend worked as a housekeeper, and if a guest mentioned that someone was very helpful during their stay, they got a meal voucher. Not much, but it was still nice. Use tension rods under your sink to hang spray bottles and cleaners. It helps keep things organized and frees up space. Bored of your sandwich? Turn it over. I intentionally make my sandwiches symmetrical so I don't make a mistake, pick it up the wrong way, and then have too exciting a sandwich experience. I have so many sandwich tips. Fundamental is the layering. Meat on the outside on both breads. Other ingredients layered to the middle. Wettest, like tomatoes, being in the center. Meat will hold everything together and prevent bread from getting soggy. Mix your meats. Ham and turkey. Turkey and salami. Experiment with what you like. Lightly toast the bread. Not enough to make it toasted, but enough to where you can smell it beginning to toast. Or toast it if you're in the mood. If you're going to eat it right then, throw some cheese on top of the two sides and put it under the broiler for a minute or two. Experiment with pickled peppers, pickled onions, or other pickled things other than pickles. Sandwiches are really good with acidic flavors. If you spill salt, flick a little over your left shoulder. I've done that all my life and have never yet been got by a demon. Get into the habit of tackling the least appealing things first. Put the more fun things last. When I eat dinner, I always eat the things I dislike first. When I work, I always do the tedious, boring stuff first. When I get paid, I pay the bills and allocate the money to various savings and investments first. On weekends, I do my chores before I get to do any of the fun stuff. Once it becomes a habit, you'll notice that you'll procrastinate less and less because whatever comes next is better than what you're doing right now. The only thing you need to overcome is starting. And I tell myself, do 5 minutes of the thing, and you can stop if you're really not enjoying it. By the time I focus on the task, it's usually at least 25% done, and I just tell myself to plug my nose and finish it. Use the banana peel method for important things or objects. This refers to placing something somewhere you have to step on it, referring to the slapstick comedy trope of people slipping on a banana peel. For example, if you have a USB drive you need to take to work, put it on top of your keys by the door. If you have some earrings a friend left at your house and you're going to see them later, put them in your shoes. Need to take a textbook to class, put your keys on top of it. At night I put my glasses beside my medication in the kitchen before bed. When I wake up, first thing I want is to put on my glasses. I walk out of my room, grab them, then grab my meds because they're right there. Haven't missed a dose in years. Works like a charm. So random, but I've been hiding all ads on my Pinterest and marking them as irrelevant to me, and I've done it so often that ads only pop up on my home feed like once every other week. Then I do the same with that one ad I see and then no ads again. So basically I found a weird way to remove ads from an app that is nothing but ads. If you have shit to do after work, don't go home and sit down in between. Get home, have a shower, and go straight to doing whatever needs to be done. Taking a moment to have a break will kill all your momentum. This is why I used to change into my gym clothes after work in the restroom. I knew if I went home to change I wouldn't go. Worked so well. However, now I work from home and it's a little different. One thing that really helped me lose and maintain weight was by skipping breakfast. The amount of people who tell me I'm crazy because surely eating breakfast stops you from eating too much throughout the day? No, that's not how it works. I found that I don't need to eat before lunchtime to function properly. And eating breakfast was just adding unnecessary calories. There is no such thing as most important meal of the day, which was a slogan made up by breakfast cereal companies. I find that when I skip breakfast, I don't feel hungry until the afternoon. But when I have breakfast, unless it's a huge fry-up or omelette or something, I feel ravenously hungry by mid-morning. We have a small shop vac in the basement laundry room with a HEPA filter on it. I keep it plugged in and I use it to clean the dryer lint trap. No more of lint dust in the air from cleaning it out manually, and the lint trap is really clean every time I use the dryer. Less dust, better dryer airflow, marginally shorter drying times. Wait, so you're not meant to wait until it's a thick layer that's easy to peel? Start an Excel doc with every significant purchase you make, e.g. over 100 where, when, how much, warranty, where's the receipt, link to manual, etc. etc. 6-year-old dishwasher died the other day and I was able to go back and check the price and location so I could get a good deal on a new one because I knew all the details from before. I even had the plumber's website saved and was able to contact them. Stereo died and I thought maybe it was still in warranty, and instead of trawling email or hoping to find a receipt somewhere, I looked it up in 10 seconds. It was out of warranty, but I knew fast. If you mimic shaking salt into your mouth, you can actually taste salt. I find it helps if I use both hands so I can taste salt on one side and pepper on the other. If you have a mosquito bite that is really itchy, take your shower head and just blast it with water as hot as you can stand. You feel the itchiness just melt away. I've tried every method, product, tip and trick over the years, and this is the only thing that has ever brought any relief. The relief normally lasts for about 24 hours. I keep a gifts list on my phone notes throughout the year and jot down any time I hear someone mention something looks neat or something they want. It makes holiday other gift-giving occasions much easier come year end. What's a life hack you swear by even if no one believes it? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.